In the meantime, Nozipho did manage to speak to South African Finance Minister Nhlanhla Nene at the WEF gathering to find out what the country is looking to get out of the meeting. Let's take a look at that conversation.
Firstly, we are here as a delegation of government and business from South Africa, and as you know, this is the 45th. This being my first. We are building on the agenda of the World Economic Forum, where business across the globe gets together to address issues. The theme this year being the new global context. The new global context presents us with new challenges that all the economies in all the countries are confronted with, but we actually have areas of convergence in terms of trying to find solution, and it is for that reason that this platform becomes critical for us. And as a country, there are very clear messages for us. South Africa is open for business, and if it is open for business, you better talk to people that actually would do business, and these are the people that are gathered here. The second thing is that South Africa, like all other countries, is confronted with challenges in ranging from constraints, electricity being one of those, and also building the infrastructure, but that presents us with an opportunity that we need to work, because in order to address the electricity challenge, we need to step up our infrastructure rollout program, and there are quite a number of interested parties. Financial inclusion is one of the sessions I attended this morning, where the world has actually taken upon itself that we actually need to have an all-encompassing economic environment and architecture where we bring in the small, medium enterprises and those that were previously referred to as informal and unbanked, and because that's where the potential, full potential of the economic scenery lies.
Minister, I'll come back to the question of Eskom, but no doubt the National Development Plan would be one of the top of mind issues that you're going to be engaging with other leaders from around the world. What are you sharing at this point? Back home, there is some criticism that we haven't been able to move on from the vision. We haven't been able to move into the implementation phase. What is at the core of the message you're sending around the NDP?
The NDP is our blueprint and our vision document for going forward to 2030. But we've already broken it down into implementation phases. We actually are already at the implementation phase. If you look at the medium-term budget policy statement we tabled, we were very clear because we went on to what government is already doing. And it is for that reason that we have Minister Radebe here, who is at the driving seat of the National Development Plan in the presidency himself. The medium-term strategic framework that we have now put before South Africa is based on the National Development Plan. All the ministries at work are now in the process of implementing their areas, key areas of the National Development Plan. And going forward, there is actually no other plan that the country has. We will only be evaluated on our ability to implement the National Development Plan. Operation Phakisa, which has now taken hold in a number of areas where different sectors have already gone through the labs under the auspices of Operation Phakisa, which is a concept that was taken from the Malaysian Big Fast Results model. It is underway. All those are in place as implementation measures based on the National Development Plan.
Minister, back home, we've heard at length from the CEO of Eskom about the infrastructure challenges and the maintenance issues, and that work is being done in this regard. What the country is still waiting for is more insight into the financial sustainability of Eskom. Is Eskom on the line to receive a bailout from Treasury?
Look, as government, we have put together a comprehensive plan to address Eskom's challenges, and we are working with Eskom in order to address this. It's not only the financial sustainability, but it is also governance, it is also operational issues at Eskom, and you'll also notice that when we tabled the medium-term budget policy statement, we tabled the package that seeks to address the immediate Eskom financial situation. But beyond that, what we're saying is that, and even in the plan itself, what we're saying is we want to put them on a sustainable footing such that they are able to go out and borrow. They actually will be going out to test the market as we speak on the balance of their on the back of their balance sheet, which is still fully backed by the state at the moment. They have adequate backing. in terms of guarantees. So the issue of bailouts does not obtain at the moment. But what we are trying to do is to make sure that that energy challenge is addressed in its totality. And it is for that reason that the Deputy President leads this interministerial task team that is looking into the energy, because energy is a major a constraint to our economic development and agenda. So we actually are taking that matter quite seriously, and we're working with Eskom, and we will work with them and support them.
Finally, Minister, we're looking at growth at 1.4% as we head into the 2015 budget. What's going to be top of mind for you as you begin to put together that speech that you're going to be delivering to the nation?
First, I think we should not be preoccupied with the numbers when it comes to growth. We must be preoccupied with the quality of growth. And it is for that reason that when we talk growth, we talk inclusive, sustainable growth in our country. We're also talking growth that is actually going to be able to deal with the challenges both of the past, but also of making sure that South Africa becomes an attractive destination for investment going forward. And it's one of the messages that we are carrying here. So as we move into our budget, which from now on, I'm actually going to be very cautious what I say. As we move into our budget, we will be informed by the real material conditions on the